Hello everybody! It's me, Sandwiches. Sorry if that was loud. I clapped literally right in front of the microphone. It is episode 34? No, 44. This is really going to be the most informal episode ever. I got a lot to talk about. I'm going to do a pseudo review of the map. So, without any further ado, also sorry if I make weird noises like it's because I just ate a big bowl of poke. And if you've never had poke, you should try it. If you're watching this and you're from a state that you can't find poke, then come out to California and you'll be able to find poke, and it'll be delightful. I wish I had a cam vid. Not a cam vid. I wish I had a face cam and you could see my face right now because I have my poke face on. Poke face. Poke face. Right. Enough being stupid. Okay, the intro area. I got a few notes for each of these areas, and I got a couple explosive send-offs. Pun intended. Obvious pun is obvious. Intro area. I'm going to do pros and cons for each of these areas. So, first off, pros. It's got a good atmosphere. Yeah, I'm in creative. I don't give a crap. It's got a really good atmosphere. I really like it. And it has good balance for a first area of the map. I actually think it could have been a little harder. It was a bit easy, but I'm used to these maps, so maybe that was just my bias. The one thing I did find strange is there was one part where there were spider spawners in the middle of the open, and I don't know why they would put them. I don't know why Sketch put them there because they were no danger whatsoever. Maybe it was to have you try and break them for experience or something. I don't know, but we didn't fall for that. So yeah, all in all, a really cool looking area, and yeah, I vote 17 Kermit the Frogs. So, intersection 1. I put those teleporters there. Don't calm down. Intersection 1. Pros. The lily pads forming the branches of the intersection was genius. I love this. It was very fun, very whimsical. It made it a little difficult to get to the area sometimes because I sucked, and because I was too lazy to fill in holes. The cons for this area are the lapis blocks. I do not like the look of lapis blocks. If he had used lapis ore, I think that would look a lot better. But I realize I know why he didn't use lapis ore because he uses it heavily in later areas. It's a little bit dull, a little bit monochromatic. Actually, I don't know. Yeah, I think monochromatic still works. Yeah, it's a little monochromatic for my taste. There are some, cute little things, cute little Easter eggs, and there's also that thing that exploded down there. And yeah, it's overall cool. The fact that it's monochrome is a little odd for a painting themed map, but whatever. That's not really for me to judge, I suppose. So next area is the Garden of Eden. Yeah, Garden of Eden. Okay, so in this area, I really liked the fact that he gave us a easily accessible zombie grinder, should you be resourceful enough to make it into one. It had good difficulty. I really like the evil side of things. When you go through here, you get that evil side, nice little change. The biblical reference is pretty cool, where you take the apple from the tree and it explodes because it's the fall of man. I think the cons, with the zombie grinder, you can abuse the iron to make things trivial, if you were so inclined. The other thing is the silverfish spawners, which that's a slime spawner. Oh, that works too. The silverfish and the slime spawners, the magma cube spawners, are kind of inconsequential. When you have an area that doesn't cause apocalypse, they're kind of inconsequential. So without any further ado, we're going to watch this place go up. Boom. Epic. Yeah. It's pretty fun. Update. There we go. And that is it. That is it for this area. It's been real. I liked it. I give it 17 earthworms out of 90. Okay, Overgrown Outpost. Pros. I like the Jungle Forest Ruins theme. It's cool. Cows. He gave us cows, which was really nice. Again, in the same vein, it could make things a little bit trivial later on in the game because you don't really need to worry about food. It had good balance. It had a really handy skeleton trap, which is now no longer. And it also had vines that actually helped. And when I encounter vines that actually help me and I don't hate with a passion, I tend to be very receptive to that area. The cons, however, dungeon in here got a bit too grindy. There were a lot of very big piles of zombies that you had to wade through and stuff. And I also got lost. I ended up needing to find a little tunnel in the back of a cell. And I could have used like a narrative book, like telling me to check the cells or whatever. And it's also very possible that I just missed that. So, you know, I did have an explosion plan for this area, but there were redstone torches and I didn't realize it and blew everything up. So, yeah, there's that. All right, next off is the River Styx. This area, the pros for this area, it had a really good, interesting meandering feel. Even though it really was just one big river, it didn't get monotonous for me, which I really liked. The river is a cool aesthetic. I don't know that I've seen many river-based areas, so that was pretty fun. And obviously the Styx reference for my title, the opportunity to put a Styx reference in my title, I'm fine with that. Cons for this area, witch spawners are OP, especially in water. But, I mean, that was a design choice, and I'm fine with that. When an intersection entrance, the wool seems pretty far away. So here, and I actually talked about this in the episode. When I got here, I was at the end of an episode and I didn't want to keep going, but I kind of wish I had because it was only like 15 more feet to the wool box. So yeah, it was a little oddly shapen. I mean, if it could have been cut and pasted over here so that the intersection was off of here or something. I don't know, but it was a little bit weird. And it made for an awkward transition when I found the intersection. Then I was like, oh yeah, I also found the wool. So, but yeah, here goes the woolbacks for woolbacks. Here goes the wool box for this area. Yeah. Bye bye. So next area is intersection 2. Intersection 2 is called Inspiration, and I would agree. This is a pretty fun intersection, very cool. I like the glowstone obsidian aesthetic with the cobblestone. It makes for a good, makes for a really cool little, aesthetic. It was eerie and it fit well with the stage in the map that you're at, because like you're kind of getting confident, but you're still a little scared because you don't have super good gear and all that kind of stuff. And I also like this little halfway base. However, the halfway base brings me to the cons, one of which is the bed was really annoying to get to. I wish like the whole base was up here, or the bed, yeah, the whole base was up here, so you went up to get to the base, and then the bed would have been better to get to, but it did have a really awesome view. I mean, look at that. That's pretty awesome. The only other con was the branches weren't symmetrical. My OCD was flaring, and yeah, that wasn't too fun, but that's fine. That's fine. All right, next off is Trustfall. Man, I can't tell you how much I did not like this area. Oh, well, I forgot to, there. I forgot to put TNT down. I'm really prepared for this episode. Trustfall was my least favorite area, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I think it was. Pros, let's see. There's really only one pro: redstone, lapis, and cobblestone for the color combo. I really liked that. It was a cool little design aesthetic. Yeah, I just really like the way it looks. It looks busy. It looks fun. The cons, however, the mine theme is a bit overused. The custom mobs were a little overpowered with their like knockback and craziness, especially in this kind of cavern. It was a bit too unforgiving, and the chamber was small enough to get shot from the other side. So there's really no relief from mobs. And again, that's a design choice, and I applaud them for sticking to it, but I just didn't particularly care for it. The main reason why I do not like this area, however, is there was no backup wool. At least none that I saw. If there was, that'd be really annoying that I missed it. But I don't think there was. Yeah, I don't think there was. So no backup wool, which is pretty lame. And there's a gas spawner on the top of the thing. I mean, this wool box is done. This wool box is going to get pwned. There's really no escaping it. And he didn't give us a backup wool option. So this ended up getting me a zero, like a 96 5% rather than 100. So good riddance, idiot area. Yay, that was a super not fun explosion. Yeah, anticlimax. All right, next area is Caverns of Contrast. This area was awesome. I love this. Look at this aesthetic. Just look at this aesthetic. You've got the blending, so you've got the opposite, you know, kind of feel here, and then it blends into the lighter side over there with a little darkness seeping in. The quartz blocks, the obsidian, the nether brick, the soul sand. I mean, just a really, really good job with the aesthetics of this area. I do believe that the con, however, was that this area was obscenely easy, especially for the second out of 3 areas in Intersection 2. It was just too easy. It was just too easy. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, it's because of the, yeah, it's because of the, it's because of the lava. We're going to blow this place up to smithereens. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I went pretty all out on that one. Look at that. Wow, that's impressive. That is impressive. I'm an impressive guy. All right, I'm gonna stop saying that. I really got to be on this block to put this down. That's super annoying. All right, next area, Frozen Fault. Yeah. So okay, pros for this area. This area's layout was super awesome. I loved it, and it also had a really good lore aspect to it, a lore vibe. Let's see, what else? Constant danger, obviously. You're on platforms, very shaky. They're not even finished, and you've got void underneath you. It is linear, which I actually really appreciate. I love exploration, so don't get me wrong, but I think that linear areas in this game tend to be more enjoyable for me. And then it has good let's playability is what I'm saying here. Basically, it makes for good let's plays. It really does, because you have a little bit of a story, you have segments, natural stopping points. So yeah, that was great. The cons, the behemoths are too OP and kind of terrifying. They could have done without the super speed. They could have been faster, obviously, but that super speed was just insane. It is a very long area. It could have been, you know, maybe a few less catwalks. And the plot twist to me is a little obvious, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. But yeah, I'm gonna take care of this middle pillar here and cause even more of a fault. Boom, boom. See you later. All right, moving on to the next area, Intersection 3, and if I remember correctly, this doesn't work for some reason. All right, Intersection 3, the color scheme is awesome. The glowstone and glass combination, I really like that little combination. The murals above the entrances, I also really like. I kind of wish that they had more to do with the areas. So, like, I realized that, no, I just wish they had more to do with the areas. They're kind of just random blocks. Kind of like a legendary feel from Vex, having the blocks kind of foreshadow what you're going to find in those areas. And yeah, I mean, that's kind of a pro and a con. I really like the aesthetic of those, but they didn't really allude to the areas, so that's kind of odd. That teleporter doesn't work, so I'm just going to come over here. Boom. All right, so the storage area. This storage area I really enjoyed, however my OCD makes it so that I really didn't like some of the placement and layout of things, but that's just me being picky. The farm, however, I don't think is me being picky. This is completely redundant and unnecessary. You gave us cows, and we have a bunch of trees already, so there's really no need for a wood farm. Definitely no need for a wheat farm. I mean, I guess the wheat farm part is fine. Because I did use it to get wheat, but I mean, I made a wheat farm over near my cows, so it wasn't really necessary. The potatoes are completely irrelevant. So yeah, without much further ado, we're just gonna blow both of these places up. Boom. Yeah, all right. Got some anvils falling down there. Oh, look at that. Look at the hole I made there. That's amazing. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, pretty. All right. Pretty. This brings us to the canvas area. The canvas area, guys. I loved this area. The swerving stairs going up to the canvas, the vines in this large chamber, which I took some of them out just for this. The vines in the large chamber is a really good look. The Colosseum look. The paint on the canvas, the way it's laid out, is really awesome. And the oars and the pillars, I really enjoyed that as kind of like an extra, you know, little aesthetic. Yeah, so we're gonna, of course, blow the crap out of it. Really? Really? Alright, fine. Alright, let's check it out. Boom, 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 boom. Are you serious? You're serious, right? Oh my gosh, this is amazing. This is hilarious. Why is this happening to me? Come on, just... Oh my gosh. Oh man, dud. Dud. Alright, yeah, chain reaction it up. Chain reaction it up. Yeah, there you go. Get it. Oh my gosh, I'm so disappointed in this. I'm so disappointed. I'm so disappointed in this. So disappointed. There we go. That'll do it. That'll do it. Oh man. The poke in my belly just leaped for joy at that explosion. That was great. That was great. Alright, moving on. To Biosis Chambers. Okay, this area was awesome. I'm gonna blow it up as I'm talking. This area was awesome, and I mean specifically this area. Wow, really? Man, I'm not doing too well with the whole chain reaction TNT here. Boom. Yeah, got it. Yeah, so Biosis Chambers. Segmented rooms would be a pro. I like the fact that there's natural stopping points. Makes for good Let's Playability. The lore being the troop training grounds. I hope this isn't too loud. I'm gonna turn this down a bit. Yeah, so the lore being troop training grounds type thing. I really enjoyed that aspect. The ending area, this area right here, is simple but totally terrifying. It's really well designed, and I appreciate the aesthetic. The cons, it was a bit too easy on the whole, and the Enderman room nerfed a lot of the rest of the map because you had an endless supply of Ender Pearls, but whatever. Not too bad. Oh my gosh, I'm worried that this is like super loud, so sorry if I keep going in and out. Alright, so Pinnacle Cavern. Really only have one pro for this area. The layered feel was very nice. I like that you get the different layers and there's different things on each layer, and it's very exploration based, and that's great. But the cons, it's way too sprawling. Way too sprawling. I had a hard time finding the wool room even when flying around in creative after I was done with the map. It's not really conducive to Let's Plays. It makes for awkward transitions. It's very unforgiving, and chests on the side and hidden and stuff aren't really good enough to warrant much attention. So we're gonna blow up the little design outside of the wool box here. Boom. Yeah. Oh, hello. Yeah, that was awesome. So yeah, I give it 3 baby piglets out of 17 dogs. Oh, creeper spawner. So this area, Pinnacle Catacombs. The large chains and the molten core feel I really enjoy. I like this design aesthetic. I like that you can see that it's segmented, all that kind of thing. What I do not like, however, is that it's very unforgiving with kind of a no going back mechanic. There's not enough items to keep even prepared people going. Like, if you don't rush through this area, you're not going to have enough stuff. Death running got really boring, obviously. And there should have been rekit availability, even with crappy items. I should have been able to rekit, just to keep the continuity going. The ghasts, he messed with their fireball stuff, which upon further review I'm fine with, but it was a bit crazy when I first saw it. I do like the TNT piles that I could use as weapons, and the dangerous will want. Creepers riding creepers is awesome. Anytime you have creepers riding creepers is pretty awesome. You know, I never even looked in this chest. Mechanical legs. Oh, those are really awesome legs. That's annoying. The dangerous run to the wool box right here was pretty fun. And very dangerous, and it ended up being a really fun time in the map. So we're gonna blow it up, obviously. Boom. Oh, I love TNT in this game. It makes everything right with the world. Moving on, intersection 4, great. Pros. It mirrored how badly I was losing my mind at this point of the map. However, that's about it. The cons list, however, is the psychedelic field doesn't really fit in the map. It's just weird. Like, I get that it's paint and it's like splattered and whatnot, but it's a bit too psychedelic and like fantasy whimsical for this map, I feel, and it didn't really fit. And it's a bit boring to look at. So, I mean, for that reason, I didn't really like it all that much. All right, Pneumatica. The design is awesome, switchbacks and things like that, and mazes to make it really difficult to get there. This is one of the areas where it was really fun to take the fun path. I enjoyed that decision. The cons, it was so precarious that I found that I was having trouble concentrating on my commentary. Possible ripoff of Inventory White Horror Festival, to be honest. That's all I could think of when I got here. I mean, even the walls in IWHF is what I'm going to call it because I'm awesome, and you know, even the walls are made of glowstone, so it's just a little too much like it, to be honest. And there's nothing to blow up for the send-off, so whoops. I'm just going to blow up the wool box, even though there's not really much of a wool box because of the ghasts. Boom! Oh, that was awesome. Yeah, that was good. That was good. Oh, look at that. I even got some of the wall. That was great. Unfortunately, I had no idea I could do that. That's pretty awesome. Okay. All right. Projectile Haven. Okay, so this was a pretty even pro and con. Forest of Archers was a cool, albeit annoying motif. I enjoyed it. It was almost like Sherwood Forest, you know, kind of sneaking through the trees and whatnot. The turret mobs in these towers were very cool. I liked the blazes right and the skeletons. The cons, the ending area was a little easy, and I'm talking the ending area underneath this. It was like a big room. And the Blaze Tower was way too steep in difficulty, and that is, in fact, why I'm blowing it up for the send-off, because it was way too difficult. In fact, that should have been the ending area. That would have been much more balanced in terms of what made sense. I don't think this is going to work. Oh, yeah, I guess it is. Whoa. Awesome. Awesome. I don't even think I went in there. I don't even think I went in this building. I didn't even go in this. That's awesome. I didn't even go in this room. All right. Moving on to Throne of Ashes. So the pros in this area, the balance of difficulty and the lore aspect, I really, really loved. The cons, much like Pinnacle Cavern, it's a bit too sprawling. I mean, look at this. This is just like one area of this, one section of this area. Look how big it is. It's crazy. This is where I found the wool, so naturally I'm going to blow it up. And say goodbye. Get out, trout. Hope your day went swimmingly. I had trout on my poke. No, I didn't. I just wanted it to be a fish. Right, intersection 5. Intersection 5, yeah, so pros. The bleak atmosphere was perfect. Like obsidian and some netherrack, and then you got the little, you know, you got the snow up here. Yeah, so the bleak atmosphere was perfect. Constant danger was good. The skeletons on the walls, you know. I kind of wanted to build side rails, but I figured I'd live life on the edge, you know, just like Aerosmith told me I should. Also, I've never seen a 6-branch intersection, which was awesome. I I really like it. I'm used to 4 branches, and this was a good change. Cons, I can't really see anything. There's not much interest in the eye. There could have been a little more glowstone to really add to that interest factor. It was too big. Honestly, it's almost big enough that you could have used teleporters to get from one place to the other, but whatever. And giant ladders and falls to get to areas I'm not a big fan of. There's one over there. There's one over there. Yeah, I'm just not too much of a fan of that, but that's fine. Not a big deal. Moving on to Genesis Falls. So Genesis Falls was a very cool area. The ending area right here is awesome looking. You got the ruins with like the broken pathways in between. Unfortunately, leading to one of my cons, it was way too easy to skip all of this. Way too easy. And I didn't really even mean to do it. But once you find the wool, I mean, there's no reason to come back down here. There's really not. The ruins on the plateaus are great. Creeper spawning right near the wool box. There's actually a creeper spawner like right there. And that was brilliant. It was supercharged creepers, and it was hilarious. I almost got owned because I was looking at the wool box, and it was terrible. And yeah, it was great. I really enjoyed almost getting pwned. It was too easy. The beginning area was too easy. It's too open, which makes it easy. And like I said, it's too easy to subvert using waterfalls, and it's also too easy to skip this area. I did it on accident and ended up probably saving like an hour plus worth of my time. So yeah, but this is gonna get a big brick of dynamite as its send off. Yeah, awesome. And made a whirlpool. Look at that. Look at that. Moving along to Hellbent Bastion. So the pro for this is it's good old-fashioned dungeoneering. It really is. That's all it was. It was just a giant dungeon, and I really enjoyed that. Sorry, the poke. The poke is getting its revenge. Oh man. Okay, so cons. It's way too easy to skip things. This area was really cool. I liked it. It was a little too much like Pneumatica. So I guess that's kind of a con. The glitchy pigment mechanics was kind of funny when I watched the footage back, but it was really annoying when it was happening. And then this last area, if you're going to make a Pneumatica spoof, you can't make it with lava at the bottom. Because I have access to fire resist pots, and it makes it completely tameable. It makes it completely unnecessary, to be honest. So, sorry, the poke is pokeing me in the throat. Goodbye, Hellbent Bastion. Oh yeah, awesome. The sheet of lava coming down. Yeah, great. All right, moving along. Pierce the Sky. This area was awesome. This design in the air was cool and everything. I actually tried, and you can actually see it down there. I actually tried to fill this entire tower with TNT because that's how much I love you guys and how much I care about this. And redstone torches around the chest, and it blew up the entire bottom level of the... I had it filled, and it blew up the whole bottom level. It was annoying. So I just did this top area, and we're going to blow it up. It's going to be great. Fly, my pretties, fly! And the entire tower deleted. Wow, that's awesome. Okay, so pros of this area. The tower is fantastic. This is one of the more impressive things I've seen in a map like this. The extra wool box, exactly what I wanted in Pinnacle Catacombs. No, in Trustfall, but didn't get it. I get that this was a later wool, but I feel like you could have done something just like that. Once you did this, you should have gone back to Trustfall and done that. But that's fine. The walls pepper with spawners is a nice touch. Otherwise, I totally would have climbed through the walls. But I mean, it's suicide. It's hilarious how many spawners are in this wall. Like it's literally, it made me laugh when I looked. Cons: gas inside the tower was a bit OP, but I know that was the point. Annoying deaths that don't have to do with mobs. Yeah, there were a lot of those. The antechamber was too large. It took me a whole episode just to get through the antechamber, so didn't think it was necessary. And the thorny natives up here are completely inconsequential. I think I saw one spawner of those down there, but it's like they were completely a non-issue, so whatever. Moving on to ellipses, or dot, or however you want to pronounce it. Segmented approach was really nice. That's definitely a pro for this area. It was really like stages of a boss fight, which I liked. It was increasing difficulty, and you were like, final form boss, and then it rose out of the thing and started throwing tacos that burst into spider balls, and I just terrified myself. But yeah, I mean, you couldn't just run through it with a scooter and a yardstick. You know what I'm saying? You probably don't know what I'm saying, but you couldn't run through it with a scooter and a yardstick. I'm telling you that. You can trust me. I've done this before, guys. I'm a professional. But no, I mean, yeah, it was great. Different stages, different mechanics, different feels. I really liked it. The inverse hanging highway, kind of the evil version, was very cool. Added to the whole good and evil motif in the whole map. And the void fog mechanic in the area that was just like little things was kind of nice. It made for a very eerie effect. The cons, however, dumb name, real dumb name. I don't like that it was just named ... It felt like a cop out, like you got tired of making the map and you just named it that. Another manifold blade. Come on, man, really? Stone sword. Ugh. Going along with the chests don't have good enough loot motif. As I continue on with the cons, I'm going to blow it up. It's too easy for a black wool area. It really is. The spawners in the bedrock were kind of a no-no in my opinion. Map makers should never encase spawners in bedrock unless the mob drops something that is pivotal for you completing the map. You should only make you really should only make spawners invincible when you need that spawner to get through the map, and this was not the case in this area. So I say good day to this area. I said good day. Moving along. So this ending area, the farm, this is another one where the TNT accidentally went off, and it was very frustrating. I chose this as the last area to blow up. Well, blow up, I'm using air quotes. Again, I wish I had a face cam. Because this was clearly the lesser of the two endings. This farm, it's kind of dull. I mean, you don't get anything from your troubles. You just get put on this farm. You don't even have access to like a supermarket. Like, where are you going to go? Are you going to go up here? You go up here to go get your groceries every day? Like, what if you run out of toilet paper? That's like a freaking half-day journey over to Kroger's or to Albertsons or whatever supermarket you have in your area. We don't even have Kroger's in my area. I don't know why I chose that one first. But it's dumb. It's dumb. It's like you're set up for failure and you're just sitting here alone in your stupid shack and you have a farm, but nobody cares about your farm. Are you subsistence farming? I guess. But do you have toilet paper? Maybe not. So, yeah, it was clearly not as cool as having a bunch of power and sitting on a throne. So, yeah, I mean, whatever. The other thing that I want to talk about is the plot twist. I saw the plot twist coming a long ways away. I didn't want to say anything on the videos, and you guys probably like, oh, Savages, you're so stupid. Of course you didn't see it. You're just telling us now because hindsight's 20/20, and I'm 70 years old, and I still use that phrase. But to be honest, I saw it coming, and I didn't want to say anything because of, the viewers. If they didn't guess it, then I didn't want to ruin anything for them. But the fact that you were this farmer dude and you were reincarnated, I saw that coming quite a ways away. And it was a bit too obvious for me. I feel like he had really good storytelling elements, and he just fell short on that one. So, all in all, cool area. Fairly good ending, just not as good as the Titans ending, that's for sure. So, that brings us nowhere. It brings us nowhere. Man, if I had $1. First award is favorite area. Can I get a drum roll, please? Sorry if that was really loud. I wanted to do at least one drum roll with me. It is a tie! Woohoo! Alright, so first off, Caverns of Contrast wins it for aesthetics. I wish it would have been harder, but that's fine. The aesthetics were just on point for that area. Perfectly done. Pierce the Sky, really well balanced, tricky tower, design was awesome. Bonus points for the extra wool. To be honest, those two areas far surpassed any of the other areas in this map. Right. The next award goes to favorite intersection, and I'm going to let Brad Pitt give this award out. No, I'm not, because I can't do a Brad Pitt voice. I don't even know what his voice is like. I think it's just a normal voice. Maybe I can do a Brad Pitt voice. All right, here we go. I'm going to try my best Brad Pitt voice. Favorite intersection is intersection 1. And to be honest, in my notes, all it says is lily pads, because that's the best element to an intersection I've ever seen. Yeah, that's my favorite intersection. I think it really did well. It was a little boring, but I think it worked out well. And it topped it for me. It was whimsical. It was fun. It fit the stage of the map it was in. The next award goes to least favorite area, and yeah, it's gonna have to be Trustfall. To be honest, there wasn't really a choice to be made in least favorite area. Trustfall was by far my least favorite area in this entire map because of no extra wool. It was a bit claustrophobic, too unforgiving, and yeah, it was just too unforgiving. Gas, crap, and all that. Yeah, it was just no fun. Least favorite intersection. My least favorite intersection is... Whoa! Oh my gosh, I turned on sticky keys. Oh, I hate you, sticky keys. What does this mean? I'm just going to exit out of it. Turn on sticky keys doing a drum roll, doing a drum roll dance. Actually, this perfectly encapsulates my least favorite intersection. Intersection 4. The psychedelic feel of Intersection 4 did not match the setting of the map. I'm sorry, it didn't. And it was just not working for me. I got the painting aspect, but there's no backstory to why it was all splattered everywhere and psychedelic. And I really don't know why, but I felt like that area was trying to be a Lisa Frank Trapper Keeper. And if you don't know what that is, look it up. Because the second you see a Lisa Frank Trapper Keeper, you'll know exactly why I say that area reminded me of one. Because it was one. It was one. So, Lisa Frank Trapper Keeper, look it up. Look it up, look it up, look it up, look it up, look it up. Right. I feel like the Poke gave me amazing energy. I feel like I could beat the world right now. Oh, you know what? It's too dark. It's too dark over here. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, so those are my 4 awards. Oh, you know what? Actually, this is interesting. The producers would like to give out a 5th award. And what's the award for? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, all right, cool. So the producers have thrown a curveball, and this is crazy. This just never happens, but they want to give an award for best playthrough of this map. And I swear I didn't have anything to do with you guys. I did not have anything to do with this, but it goes to me. It goes to me. Hey-o! Sorry, got a little close. Best playthrough of the map goes to Sandwiches. And, you know, I'd really like to thank myself, because without my hustle, and without my editing and my playing and my recording and my birth, to be completely honest, this would never have happened. So, yeah, thank you, Sandwiches, thank you. Because without you, the painter would have been defeated one less time out of the, admittedly, probably millions of times it's been beat. But without any further ado, guys, thank you for tuning into this last episode. I know it was low-key, I know there wasn't any action, but I really do think it's important to give props to the map maker, The Sketch, for making what I find to be one of the more enjoyable CTM maps I've ever played. It was really well balanced, really well designed, good story aspects, and I think he did an amazing job. So I tip my hat to him. I thank you all for tuning in. And yeah, keep a lookout for my other series coming up down the pipeline. Coming up down the pipeline. It's my favorite phrase. Circa 1920, people were talking about things coming up down pipelines all the time. So especially out in the gangster circles with their Tommy guns and their lettuce. Yeah. So Yeah, guys, sorry. Oh, man. You know, there comes a time in every LPer's life, and I don't know what I'm saying. See y'all next time in the next series. It's been a pleasure. This is Sandwiches Playing the Painter, signing out, saying thank you to the sketch, and thank you to you guys. I'll see you next time. Stay hungry. Bye-bye. I'm gonna go eat some more poke. Poke, poke, poke. Poke, poke face.